from 6 to 9. You're about to have a really good time, and it's sure to make you smile. On the bus, in the car, on the AirPods without wires. Rank it up on the works on it's the Bad and Liam podcast. Bad and Liam podcast.
Well, g'day there, podcaster.
Oh man, really fun episode. Subdogs were consumed.
Yep.
I didn't call the podcast anything to do with the Subdog though, because I'm pretty sure on Monday it was called Subdog, so I didn't want to confuse people.
Oh,
and then
yeah.
they go like, "Hang on, I think I've heard that."
So, what did you call it?
Cheese jokes. If you think of a better name, I'm happy to change it.
Okay, yeah.
Is there anything that comes to mind?
What's in it?
Obviously there was the biggest bill shock.
Yep.
I talked about that golf game I was playing. That's like one of the first things you'll hear.
Yep.
We talked about the Optus hacker again.
Yep.
How they've apologised.
Yep.
Put some more people on our All-Star Showdown teams before the big game this Friday.
Yep. Look, off the top of my head, I can't think of anything.
Yeah.
But if this podcast is called something different,
He's
it
been
means
in hindsight.
I've thought of something.
Yeah. But as it stands, it's called cheese jokes.
Okay.
Enjoy. Ben, you love your golf. I played some over the weekend. I'm not too great with it.
Where'd you play?
Just North Adelaide, par 3. I do that twice a year with my dad, sort of like a biannual sort of thing.
Par 3 is nice. It is really, they look after it very well, but it's way too small.
Yeah, for people who don't know golf, it's kind of like, it's in between putt-putt and a full golf course.
Yep.
So you're supposed to get it in with 3 strokes.
Yep.
I suppose.
Per hole.
Per hole. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I didn't get par once over the weekend. You've seen my swing though. I'm no chop. But it's even worse at the moment because I'm sort of like the definition of all the gear, no idea. Because people may have seen on the Ben and Liam Instagram over the last year, you and I have been trying to get this hole in one. Mm-hmm. And because of that, some sponsors have jumped on board. We didn't ask for that, but very nice. TaylorMade, yes. They sent a full set of clubs and a pro bag.
Yep, you got the cavity backs?
Yeah, I actually gave one away because I was like, oh, look, I don't deserve this. I gave it to someone else who plays golf in the office.
Yep.
And then they sent me another one and I was like, okay, well, now I'm taking them.
Yeah, we got the Sim 2 driver, which is the old driver now. If TaylorMade are listening, wouldn't mind the Stealth.
Well, that's the thing. I'm walking around a par 3 course with a $600 carbon fiber Sim 2 driver and it takes me anywhere between 5 to 8 strokes to get the ball in the hole and it should take 3. Now Lululemon have jumped on board,
yeah,
and they've given us some gear. So
yeah.
I'm cutting about in a premium grade Lulu golf clobber. Like the pants have this ergonomic gusset to remove tension from the crutch. I'm teaming it up with the breathable golf polo made with 4-way stretch fabric to make swings and putts a breeze.
Yep.
I looked in the mirror, and I don't think this often, but I was like, I look good.
Yeah.
Like, I look like, it looks like money. I look like Tiger Woods. I looked the part, you know?
I reckon some of the most flattering clothes I wear, and my wife Sam loves it, when I put a golf setup on. Like, when you wear golf clothes, they're very flattering.
And all of a sudden, though, the pressure sort of rises, you know, when you're walking around with these expensive clubs and you've got the gear on, you know what I mean? Like, I normally just play in shorts and like sand shoes and like a band t-shirt or whatever. Yeah. But like, I honestly felt like more people were taking notice because, I looked the part, they're like, whoa, who's this guy? Who's this big, must just be working on his short game today. This is like, he's a pro just coming down to give some lessons or something. And that's the thing. I feel like there should be some things with golf. Like, I feel like they should tell you what club you should use on each hole. Because
well, it's subjective.
But I don't know no one's really explained the angles to me. So I'm just making up the stick numbers. I'm just like, Dad's like, oh, what have you gone? I'm like, I've gone to 4. And I'm like, I don't know. I don't know the difference between a 4 and a 7, say.
The lower the club number, the further it'll go, which is confusing, I guess.
Yeah, but that's if you hit it right, isn't it? Like most of the time I'm hitting it fat or thin or whatever it is.
Yep.
But so I'm there. I'm on the North Adelaide par 3 golf course. I'm looking the part. I've got my Lululemon on. I've got my TaylorMade golf clubs, my Sim 2 driver.
Yeah.
Just the one behind the Stealth. And my first shot was an absolute mongrel. It was
Where did it go?
Oh, I sliced it so bad. It landed in front of a group of about 5 guys, which is even more embarrassing, at the tee-off point for the second hole.
Yeah, I know the spot.
Yeah. So then I had to walk over and they all started roasting me, like, because they were kind of like, I think they were a bit drunk. It was like a Saturday, and they were like, "Oh, wrong hole, mate. You're aiming for the wrong hole." I'm like, "Ooh, yeah." And then because they were all looking at me and I had the gear on and I was in front of them, the pressure was just so.
And your dad was there. He was
my
disappointed.
dad was like shaking his head, and I went to hit it again, one air ball. The next took out a clump of turf. They're all losing it. And then the last one was just like a worm burner, which went past the tee off of the first hole. Took me 10 shots to get it in the first hole.
You are an embarrassment.
How good is exploring our amazing backyard again?
And ticking off all the Aussie big things, like the big pineapple, banana, melons.
That's making me hungry, Liam.
Oh, me too. Head to whatif.com and start planning your big Aussie adventure.
What if it's Aussie for travel?
It's 6:10. Hallelujah, it's 6:10.
Morning, Vicky. You're a bit of a cheesehead, we hear.
I love cheese.
Oh, here's one for you. What is the only cheese that is made backwards?
Oh, I don't know.
Edam, because it's the word backwards, made. Just a little cheese joke for you.
Is Edam a type of cheese?
Yeah.
Right.
It is. Sorry, it's a higher brow cheese. It's not like one of those bogan cheeses. But hey, maybe you can try some if you win 4 tickets to Cheese Fest if you get all 5 questions right. Let's kick into it. As It Was by Harry Styles has broken records as the biggest hit in America by a British singer. The last Aussie song to make it to number 1 in the States was Stay by Justin Bieber, and which Australian?
Oh, I don't know.
There's an Australian who did a song with Justin Bieber. We played it like every hour for 2 years.
No, I've got no idea.
He was pretty young. Any guesses?
He wasn't a man.
Is it a girl?
No.
Boy. Let's see if Sean from Hallett Cove knows. Biebs, he did that song Stay with that child.
The Kid Laroi.
That's the one. Prince George told his classmates that they better watch out because my dad will be king one day. Who is his dad?
Prince William.
Getting that cheddar, Sean.
Jimmy Barnes has been made a doctor by Uni SA. What was the name of his band?
Cold Chisel.
Oh, yeah. Scientists have revealed that medicines work better when you take them standing up. Name a brand of paracetamol.
I don't know.
God, he's good. If you get this one right, Sean, not only will you win tickets to Cheese Fest, I will do another cheese joke, backed by popular demand. Shakira could be headed to prison for tax fraud. Finish these lyrics.
Oh, I wouldn't get that.
No idea.
Yeah, I wouldn't get that bit. I reckon we got the wrong bit of the song.
Yeah, 100%.
Oh, I'm sorry, man. Yeah, we wouldn't have got that.
The producers have failed us here.
You know what, Sean? We'll give it to you just so I can do my cheese joke. Okay.
No worries.
Yeah, good stuff, man. You don't even have to sing. Okay, Sean.
Do you want to review what it is?
Oh, yeah. I don't know. I don't know.
I've got it written in front of me. It's so you don't confuse them with mountains.
I don't know that bit.
And then I think it goes...
Yeah, everyone knows that.
Yeah, but no one's going to get that.
No one's going to get that.
No, that was a silly bit to get.
Sorry. Okay, Sean, what did the cocky cheese say to himself in the mirror in the morning?
Say cheese.
Hello, me. Yeah, pretty good. You can use that at Cheese Fest if you want. I'm sure the other cheeseheads will appreciate it.
The other prize you win, Sean, is you get to choose the next song we play. So, would you like to hear Liam's song this morning?
The Knack. Bit of an older one.
Yeah, not really my cup of tea.
Oh, okay, well, this is Ben's cup of tea.
She likes me for me, not because I hang with Leonardo or that.
Taking you right back to the mid-2000s, Sean. What do you want to hear this morning?
100% Ben song.
Yes.
Alrighty.
All right. Blessed Union of Souls on Nova 919. Thanks, Sean.
She likes me for me, not because I hang with Leonardo or that guy who played in Fargo. I think his name is Steve.
Hey, 13-24-10. I'd love to know this morning, biggest bill shock. Might be, you're getting your car serviced. It might be you went to the dentist and you got the bill and you went, Jesus.
Might be your friend Bill popping into a room going, and you go, oh, Christ, Bill, you always do this.
Biggest bill shock, 13/24/10. Give us a buzz because I had one yesterday, Liam, when my wife Sam went to the dentist. She said, I haven't been to the dentist in ages. I'm going to go just get a checkup. And I said, cool, no worries, sounds good.
Yeah, most of the time they just sort of, go, have you flossed? And you go, I haven't flossed.
Yeah.
And then they sort of just scrape around in there a little bit.
So she popped off to the dentist, came back, and she was a little bit sheepish. And I was like, what's the matter? And she was like, it was really expensive. And I said, it couldn't be that much, thinking like, I've had wisdom teeth taken out. I've had the whole works done with my teeth. And the most I've spent, I reckon, is probably $400 for the wisdom teeth. It was $1,200. I was like, well, you went for a checkup.
$1,200?
You went to get your teeth checked.
That's a small car.
And she said, well, yeah, so it was, I've got the invoice. So it was $200 for the checkup. Then they said, you're going to need some x-rays because of those wisdom teeth. So that was $150 for the x-rays. Then they said, while you're here, we might as well give them a clean. So they cleaned them for $250.
That's ridiculous.
They threw in the fluoride treatment.
Oh, that's nice.
Then she had a couple of cavities needed to be filled, $400. And then they did a $200 consult for a specialist.
What do you mean? What? To just, there's a consult for them to go, I like what they've done.
Because they got the x-rays for the wisdom teeth and then a specialist had to consult the x-rays to look at them to tell her
Does
that
she
the
have any
wisdom teeth
pain
were
or anything?
fine. She was totally fine.
Her teeth look good.
That's what I said to her. I was like, you don't have anything wrong with your teeth.
They would have been all right.
They just took you for a ride.
Yeah.
Then you strapped in.
You went for it. That's bad.
That is really bad, isn't it?
I think you know my one, though, my garage one, right?
Oh, yeah.
So I was going into the garage one morning and I noticed the skirting board was sort of like kicking out a little bit. And I was like, that's a bit weird. And I looked under there and then I sort of like pulled it up and it was like, it was damp. So it was like, yeah, obviously there's a bit of water damage and there's a box gutter like above the, and that had holes in it. So then when it was raining, it was just running down the back of the wall. Anyway, got like a mold guy to come because I noticed there was mold under the skirting. And he took that off. By the time I'd come back, there was no plasterboard on the whole garage because there was mold, like it had rotted the wood behind there. 20 grand.
Oh.
To cure the mold.
Is that because you had to replace the whole wall?
Replace all the timber, replace, all the plasterboard, replace the box gutter, which had to be like taken out of the roof, so the roof had to come. Mate, I should have just knocked it down and started again. To be honest, the whole house, like, oh my god, and everything just kept getting more and more expensive. You had to fix it on the other side and waterproof everything. And George in Carlton Park, biggest bill shock. What happened?
Good morning, Ben and Liam. $10,000 for my kids' braces.
Oh, what?
Yes, I had to dip into my super to get money to pay for it.
Oh my God, George! So, 'cause I thought the braces are they not covered by anything at all?
No.
Yeah, right.
Not that I was aware at the time.
That's a painful laugh there from George.
Yeah.
I mean, and I hope I'm not speaking out of turn, but they must have been some pretty brucked up teeth for a 10 grand job. I'm sure they look great
There wasn't
now.
none of that bling either. It was just pure silver with a little bit of pink in it.
Yeah. And how do the teeth turn out? They look good now?
Oh, no, sensational.
You're a proud father. Oh, well, good on you, George. That's sweet of you to dip into the life savings to better the kids' lives. Emily in Darlington, what about yourself? Biggest bill shock?
Hey guys, big fan. Just had a calcium deficiency and my teeth started breaking, so I thought...
Sorry, I'm going to stop you there. I missed the start of that. I heard your teeth...
Calcium deficiency?
And your teeth started breaking.
Yeah, so they were quite weak
God.
From the calcium deficiency.
Yeah.
So instead of getting false teeth, I thought I'll go in and see about getting the implants.
Yeah.
Like veneers and $23,000 at base minimum. They asked me if I owned a house because I said I couldn't afford it, and they said you could always put it on collateral for your house.
Whoa!
It could go up to $35,000, and that's when I sort of walked out.
Oh man! So what have you ended up doing, Em?
Yeah,
I got false teeth.
Yeah, right.
How soft?
They look great anyway.
Could you pinch them and they'd like poof into dust, or like how? Is it if you eat a
not that bad. Just kind of worried to eat. Couldn't get onto the lolly side too much. So
I get you. But now you can go hard on the starburst.
You know what's
That's right.
You know what's a soft food you can eat, Em?
What's that?
Cheese. And we've got
Oh,
4
mate.
tickets for you to go to Cheese Fest. Congratulations.
Oh, amazing. Thank you so much.
Hey,
No
no
worries.
worries. Cheese
Can't go
Fest.
for cheese.
Yeah, Adelaide's favourite celebration of cheese. All things delicious. October 14 to 16. Tickets from cheesefest.com.au. I've been doing this to every caller who's gone to Cheese Fest this morning, Emily. I will offer it to you as well. Would you like a personalised cheese joke?
Oh, yes, please.
Well, did you hear about the explosion at the cheese factory?
Debris
No,
went
I
everywhere.
didn't.
Oh, okay.
I'm sick of these cheese jokes, mate.
Okay.
I'm sick of these
He
cheese
wants to
jokes.
cramp my style. Sorry, Emily. No, I'm sorry. No, fair enough. I'll think of a higher grade cheese joke next time.
Emily, you have a good morning. Thanks for getting in touch.
Here's another bit of curry.
Ben, recently we were talking about my new favourite dish, the Subdog, the hot dog from Subway. It's a new thing they have on offer thanks to Donny's Good. Now, I'm a big fan of this new addition to the Subway menu, but Ben, you had other thoughts.
I've gone on the record and said that I think it's the grossest thing I've ever seen in my life.
It's not.
And I've said you couldn't pay me to eat a Subdog.
Well, I was wondering, would you be interested in playing a little game with me this morning?
Does it involve me having to eat a Subdog?
It might involve you maybe having to try the Subdog, yes.
I don't want to play.
You're in the hot seat, Ben. Welcome to the new Hit FM radio game, taking the world by storm. Will you become a Subdog Millionaire? So the way this game works is I have questions in front of me. For every question you get wrong, you take a bite of this 12-inch Subdog that I got toasted this morning from an On The Run. However, if you get the question right,
Yep.
more Subdog for me at the end. So it's kind of a win-win, really.
Why don't, if I get it wrong, I have to have a bite. If I get it right, you get a bite.
Sounds good. I've gone half cheese, half not cheese because I know
Thank
you
you.
don't like cheese, and I thought that was a bit cruel to make
Can I have a
you
look
cheese.
at it?
That's the Subdog, baby.
It doesn't look anything like
It's-
the posters.
Trust me, it's really nice. No, it's
It
good.
looks rank.
It is really good, and I'm actually looking forward to having a bite. I didn't know what salads you like, so I've just gone red onion. So it's half cheese, half not cheese. You've got the dog in the middle there.
I'm going to go home smelling like dog and onion.
Okay.
All right.
Here we go.
Is there a theme to the question?
Yeah. It's either about Subway or hot dogs.
Is it actually?
Yeah, for sure. Question 1. The 7-Eleven delis in the US sell how many hot dogs annually? Is it 10 million, 50 million, 100 million, or 500 million?
In the US?
Yeah.
I'd say option 3.
100 million. He gets it right. And now I get to enjoy my favourite treat.
Is this just an excuse for you to eat a Subdog on air? You took a massive bite.
Just giving him really easy questions.
What's your initial thought?
So good. Yeah, the meat just it's familiar, you know? It reminds me of those Frankfurts when I grew up.
Yeah. It smells rank.
Tastes good.
All right, hit me. Next question.
Okay, question 2. Oh, this is so good.
The question or the Subdog?
Subdog. How many lines are on the New York City subway? Is it 10, 36, or 46?
36.
He gets it right. Another bite for me. Look out.
This whole break has just turned into Liam eating a Subdog on air.
Oh, that onion is good.
Are you eating it from the cheese end? Mm-hmm. Okay, good.
All right, this is a bit of a trickier one, so I think you might have to eat on this. Hot Dogs was a famous reality TV contestant.
Big Brother.
Okay. And that's all we have time for, folks. We're going to have to go to a song so I can finish the other 11 inches of this Subdog. I couldn't help but gasp when I was driving along Port Road yesterday, Ben, because I saw a man come off his motorbike.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, I know. Like a car prang's not good. Motorbike prang, obviously really not good. And that's like 60 clicks down there. So it was me and then 3 cars and then this motorcycle.
The motorcycle was at the front?
At the front, yeah. So in the same lane. So I just sort of saw, everyone sort of started screeching and I saw the bike like fly into the other lane, like with it sort of just the wheel spinning.
Yep.
And then everyone stopped. Everyone instantly, put their hazards on. And your heart's like beating out of your chest. You're like, oh my God, like, I'm like, do I get out of the car? Like, what do you go help this guy? Like, and you're sort of like, oh, what are you going to see out there? Like, you're thinking, man, this guy could be dead or like his leg could be backwards. I don't know. And then before I could even decide what to do, like everyone was sort of just stopped, shocked. The guy gets up.
The motorbike driver?
Yeah, the motorcyclist. He he looked like he'd done his leg in a little bit, limps over across the lane to grab his motorcycle.
Yeah.
And then some people are sort of getting out of their cars being like, could have like a spinal injury or something, like hopefully lay down, sit down. And then before people could even get out of their cars, he's like started the bike again. He's on the back of the bike and then he just like starts to speed off. And there was someone in a Wilson security car like chasing this dude. So
he was running from something.
Well, either he's stolen the bike or he's like blind coming home from the pub or something like that. And he's like, I can't be caught drink driving. So
was anybody else involved? Or was it just
no, it was
coming
pretty
off
much
the
just,
motorbike?
he didn't get like clipped or anything. He just like was just wobbling and just fell off the bike.
Oh my God.
I know. And then the Wilson guy was like chasing him like on foot pursuit, like come back. I'm like, get back in your car. You're not going to get him by chasing. He's on a motorbike.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I don't know. He cut across. You know how Port Road's got those massive sort of lanes, and then there's like the big sort of intersection. He sort of cut around and then sped off, just sort of like through that industrial area.
It's like literally GTA. It's like you're watching real life GTA.
Everyone was just shocked. Like, and then people were like looking at each other in like windows, just people putting their hands up. Like, what just happened? Like, what was that?
Yeah, right.
And then I just kept driving. So yeah, I wasn't going to chase him.
Crazy.
Yeah, I know. What's the craziest thing you've seen on the roads? Maybe it was someone going around the roundabout the completely wrong way or something like that. Like, it doesn't have to be like a prank involved. Maybe you could just be like, how is someone
I don't know if this
that
counts,
dumb?
but when I was driving home from Sydney, I believe coming back to Adelaide, and there was a kangaroo on the road and it was been dead for a while and it was all swelled up and I hit it and it popped. Does that count?
That's pretty crook. I think we'll leave that one for you. I don't want any more popping kangaroos. We've had enough of that.
That's nature.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't say you with your car hitting it is nature. That's not really nature.
It was on the road, though.
It's more like man-made stuff in nature.
Yeah, but it's something crazy that I saw on the road.
Look, to be fair, it was pretty crazy. I did ask for crazy things, like crazy things that will... Hang on. Let's do this. Crazy things you've seen on the road that won't make me spew my breakfast up. How about that?
It's not that bad.
13, 24, 10. Sharon joins us now in Mulberry. What's the craziest thing you've seen on the road?
Good morning, guys. The craziest thing I saw, my girlfriend and I were driving down the new freeway and a guy was driving on the right lane, doing 120, driving with his knees, with his hands behind his head, almost going to sleep. And when we pointed it out to him, he just thought it was hilarious.
Right, so he was just chilling. He was just cocking back there.
He was chilling, doing 120 with not a care in the world.
Obviously, don't encourage this at all, but pretty impressive.
Oh, yeah. It's impressive that he could do that, for sure, but, not good.
Especially the freeway, like a bit of, there's some turns in there.
It's not just your
life.
Not
a straight line.
Putting everyone else's life at risk.
Oh,
as well.
yeah.
Linzetta joins us from Golfview Heights. What did you see?
Hi, Ben and Liam. So the weirdest thing that I've ever seen on the road was on South Terrace in the city, and it was this cat. It was late at night, and this silly cat jumped up and pressed the pedestrian crossing button, waited for the light to turn, and crossed the road.
Because cats are smart, they can get out of the house and they remember how to get home and that sort of stuff.
So you swear you saw a cat on South Road, was it? South Terrace?
South Terrace in the city.
Use the crossing button, waited for it to go green and then crossed.
It bloody did. Me and my sister were like, are you freaking seeing what I'm seeing? Like, holy shit. Like, I cannot believe that.
It must have been a pretty big cat as well. I know it's not like, it's probably like waist height, but still for a cat to get up there and then press it.
Maybe the cat was...
it jumped.
Maybe the cat was educated at Pulteney Grammar School across the road. It had quite a good education. Kimberly from Belair. This is yesterday. Something crazy happened on the road yesterday.
Hey, guys. Yeah, this happened yesterday. I work in Banana Boogie Bakery in Belair.
Yeah.
And yesterday afternoon we had a lady reverse her car into the corner of our shop.
Oh, God. You see that happen more often than it should when people drive into shop windows because they just put it... What? Did she just think she had it in drive and it was in reverse? What happened?
I'm not really sure what happened. She was reversing out her car park. We think she sort of hit another car and then, accelerated in reverse and came straight into the corner of our shop. We were very lucky, had it have only been moments earlier. there would have been people injured, but everyone was okay. The CFS and SES and ambulances, police all came so quickly and secured the building. So we're very lucky.
Sounds as if there was a banana bread deal, Banana Boogie Bakery, and she's like, she just reversed through and she's like, load me up! Start the car!
Ben and Liam, dopamine for your ears.
We are joined now by our producer, Belle.
What's trending?
Trending all over the internet.
Twitter. Instagram.
Welcome to Facebook.
Hey guys, well, Shakira may be facing up to 8 years in prison.
Yeah, her hips don't lie, but her mouth does to the taxation office.
That's it. So the Spanish judge yesterday has ordered that Shakira does need to stand trial for allegedly failing to pay $14 million in taxes that she earned between 2012 and 2014.
That's a lot of money.
Surely she'll never actually see any real prison time, though.
I know,
That's
right?
the thing when I think... Because it seems like it happens. It must be easier to do in Spain, but then you end up getting caught. Because remember, Leo Messi as well was like he's going to go to prison. He's a big Barcelona star. He paid like he evaded even more in tax, and then they're like he's going to prison. No one's putting that person in prison.
Absolutely. And a huge congratulations to Jimmy Barnes, who is now a doctor.
Dr. Barnes.
A real working class man, Uni SA, amongst their September graduates, they will be awarding Jimmy Barnes an honorary doctorate.
Why, though? Like, what is the purpose of that?
It's like Taylor Swift got the same thing, you know? It's like, oh, you've done a fair bit in the music industry, be a doctor.
Is it just so people talk about Uni SA? Is that why? It feels like that.
Imagine if you'd done like your engineering or whatever, and then you were like lining up next to Jimmy Barnes, like waiting for your... Oh, what's your name? Do you remember seeing you around campus? Yeah, I got a PhD in blue collar. Yeah.
And finally, another big day yesterday for the Optus hacker who actually apologised. If you haven't seen the apology online, they did post it. And look, I'll read a little bit of it here for you. It does go for a while, but they have written, too many eyes. We will not sell data to anyone. We can't even if we wanted to. They have apologised to the 10,000 Australians who they've already leaked the data of. And they also said, quote, deepest apology to Optus for this. Hope all goes well from this.
Yeah, it feels like the Optus CEO has written this to take some heat off.
I smell a rat. This seems super suspicious, and you're so right, Liam. It's like Optus has written the message themselves.
I'm so sorry, Australia. I not mean to steal everyone data. I actually love Optus. Their 5G home and internet bundle, very affordable. Good price on Optus Sport too. It's her story in the making. The inaugural AFLW Showdown is coming 7:30 this Friday. Tickets are on sale now at ticketek.com.au.
Hey now, it's an all-star showdown. Come play.
So the first ever AFLW Showdown is going down this Friday. Make sure you get there because it's going to be incredible to watch. But if you're going to come down a little bit early at 6 p.m. and you can watch our showdown before the showdown.
Yeah, look, a lot of people from the media scene in Adelaide, also just people who listen to the show. Have a listen to some of the names we've got on the team so far. So, you obviously played footy for years. What position would you like to sort of play?
Just slot in the back pocket and keep an eye on
right. I've got myself Jody. Jody, how do you go? Like, what's your position, do you think? Do you know the positions?
Oh, left, right, out.
Whose team do you want to be on?
I don't know. I'm just saying I've got sporting prowess and we've got a lot of room for you, Jamie, over at the Crows.
I would love to play on the Crows side, on Liam's side.
William, you're 11 years old.
I would like to be the drinks person.
You want to be the water boy?
Water boy.
Tana joins us.
I would absolutely love if I could be the empowering, uplifting, passionate speech giver.
Yeah. It's not Guy Sebastian, not the winner of The Voice, Chris Sebastian. No, I have their brother, Jeremy Sebastian. I'm assuming you're a Crows family, right? You want to play on my Crows team?
Oh, please, yes. I just couldn't bring myself to putting on Port colours.
I have got myself Laura from MasterChef. Laura, welcome to Team Port.
I'm not going to lie, I probably had nightmares about it last night.
Are you a big kicker or?
Oh, look, whatever way the ball lands, and whatever direction it goes, it goes.
So they are a few of the members. They're not all players. You can do any role you want. It could be the water boy, it could be the runner, it could be the coach. But there are more spots available. So if you want to get involved, 13 24 10.
Jess joins us now from Salisbury East. You would like to play, is that right?
Yes, I would.
Unreal. Do you want to be on my team, the Crows, or are you going to play for Ben's Port team?
I'm going to pay for Port.
Okay, good, Jess. What can you bring to the team? Have you got any background in footy or?
I do, but I'm from Queensland, so I used to play rugby when I was younger.
Oh, that'd be
AFL was
yeah.
And AFL was a bit to get used to after living in Queensland for so long.
Yeah, but if you've got rugby background, that means you'd be great in the back line.
Yeah, a bit of meat off the bone.
Yeah.
You don't mind getting stuck in. You know, Queensland is always mongrels as well.
Because I was the only girl on my team growing up, because back then it wasn't a big thing. So I used to always get put on the winger and I wouldn't get the ball.
Oh, okay. So do you want me to play you on the wing, or do you want to be in the back line?
Backline.
Backline. All right, Jess,
nice.
You're on the team. Congratulations.
Yeah, awesome, Jess. Lee from Royal Park. You fancy yourself a bit of a footy player?
Yes, I love a bit of footy.
Okay, have you got a background in footy? Any credentials?
Yes, I play for Smosh West Lakes, so I've won 2 flags there. So
Oh, right. And
give myself a bit of a go.
Yeah.
2 flags, and I'm hearing West Lakes, which means obviously you're going to play for my Crows team. Is that right?
Yeah.
Oh, I'd love to hear it.
All right, you got yourself a good one there, Liam.
How good are flags? Lee, I've never actually won one before, so hey, I mean it. How good are flags?
Oh, it is a good feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully we get the chockies on Friday, am I right? Helen joins us in Highbury. Do you play a bit of footy, Helen?
I've played a few games, a handful of ladies footy, so
Okay.
love to get out there and help the Crows get 2 in a row.
All right, here we go. The Crows team's filling up quick.
What's your position, Helen?
Anything with a bit of running. My strength would be fitness, so yeah, anything with a bit of running and taking a mark.
What do you reckon? We'll put you in the front lines, and if I just bomb it out from the middle, you reckon you could just run onto it and just...
Perfect.
That's it. I reckon we got a bit of a
Sounds like you got a forward flanker there, Lee.
Oh, I reckon this is a match made in heaven, that's for sure. Also, Helen, I'll ask you, what do you think? Full contact or...
Oh, let's go the whole thing, hey.
Yeah, all right.
Helen wants to get stuck in.
Zach joins us now from Maslin's Beach. Good morning, Zach. You want to play a bit of footy, do you, mate?
Yeah, mate. Look, I'm a big-bodied midfielder who can sneak forward and kick some goals and defend the ground beautifully.
Oh, yeah, I like it.
Yeah, sounds good, Zach. Whose team are you going to be on?
I'd love to be on your team, Ben.
Yeah, beautiful,
nice.
mate. We've got a
All
Port
right.
man.
Well, I'm going to be keeping an eye on you, Zach. There won't be much sneaking into that forward pocket happening whilst I'm on watch.
All right, hey, we don't just need players as well, though. We do need support staff. So if you want to get involved with the showdown before the showdown, give us a text, 0400 919 919. Maybe you want to run water, you want to be the runner, you want to be the coach. There is spots available.
Maybe we need, I don't know who does it. It's like, how they have like the community groups that make the things that you run through, like the banners.
Yeah.
I'd love if someone could make a small banner, even if you've done one for like someone who's played like 100 games at local level.
Even if you don't want to play and you just want to watch it, make sure you come down Adelaide Oval this Friday at 6 p.m, the showdown before the showdown.
Ben and Liam is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcasts.com.au.